Hey, what's up, guys? Ben from iSportsStop here with Richie Donnell. Our scouting report today is on TJ Watt from Wisconsin.
Yes, and this is not just a homer video. That reason we're putting this together. This is actually a really
I don't think a lot of people know we're from Wisconsin.
Oh, well, we are. But this is a really good football player who's come on big time in the last year and a half. Who's kind of stepped up in the face of injuries for the Badgers and really became a franchise player for them, so to speak, and somebody that they heavily leaned on, who consistently lived in the backfield, 11.5 sacks, 15.5 tackles for loss, 63 totals tackle. This dude is the complete package as a 3-4 outside linebacker.
Now, in 2016, that's kind of the year he really stepped up and established himself as a pretty good player. With that, plus his last name, and being related to J.J. Watt, do you think maybe people are overrating him?
I don't think so, because people are kind of putting him in that back end of the first round, but that's because we know the teams that pick in the back end of the first round are teams like the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. Teams that have found success in taking players that kind of fit that mold of what TJ Watt is as an athlete, and making them into better football players. And they fit that scheme, and that's just how it happens to lay out. I don't think that there's an overreaction any bit here. He's not going to be the first guy taken at his position, which he shouldn't be. But I think as an overall talent, back end of first round, second round is a good fit for him.
Well, and he did have a really good combine, everything but his 40, and everybody wants to focus on 40-yard dashes all the time, but in every other field he excels. So that just goes to show you that he might not be a fluke.
Yeah, and with the 40, a 4.69 is nothing to sneeze at. All that says is his initial first step might not necessarily be the fastest, but 37-inch vertical. This kid's definitely still explosive. We measure things in explosiveness. When we say, hey, this kid has a great first step, we say this kid's explosive. That's just how we preach it, and that's one of the things that TJ Watt has going for him, and his ability to be a really good edge rusher, but still have the athleticism to play out in coverage.
All right, now who is your NFL comparison? And I hope it's not his brother.
No, it definitely
is
not his brother.
Good.
TJ Watt reminds me of somebody like Ryan Kerrigan. Kerrigan was a defensive end at Purdue that moved outside and played outside linebacker, and I think Watt has a similar build to Kerrigan. He's a taller, lanky, long, kind of that tweener, so to speak, that we're getting used to. But I think TJ just has that natural ability to stand up as a linebacker instead of maybe a defensive end in a 2-point or a linebacker or an outside, just an edge rusher. He has that ability to move and twitch, and I think he's a better athlete than what people are going to give him credit for.
And I have him compared to Bruce Irvin, and if you've seen his career, with the Seahawks and now with the Raiders, he is really, I think, what you're looking for in an edge rusher. He's a big, tall guy who can take on offensive tackles. Might not be your prototypical defensive end, but as far as 21st century edge rushers goes, this is the guy you're looking for.
Yeah, and one of the nice things about having a guy who is a little bit longer and a little bit lankier. Getting those hands up is important in today's game with how fast we're starting to see the screen game and these quick throws. The ability for a player like TJ to rush and then get his hands up and knock the ball down is something that's becoming an art in the NFL. And he's got the best teacher in his brother to help him do that. But his frame is what's going to allow him to do that at 6'4" and 250 pounds. He can hold his own in the trenches.
And that's why I compared him to Irvin. Great frame.
Yes.
So where do you think he's going to land in the draft?
Yeah, I think he has the ability to land in the late first. I don't think he will. I think he'll be a second-round pick, but he's going to be a really good second-round pick wherever he ends up. Number-wise, you're probably looking at somewhere between 37 to 45. In that range.
Okay, and I actually do see him getting picked in the second round, or in the first round, somewhere 25 to 32. And comparing him to other outside linebackers in this draft, to Karis McKinley, Tim Williams, I think maybe those two guys have more obvious negatives than TJ Watt, which I think could get Watt picked earlier ahead of those guys. He might not be as better as those guys, but I think he will get picked earlier.
All right.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to go on our website, mysportsapp.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more original videos.